The Brooklyn Nets are an absolute mess. So in this video, I will be blowing up the Nets and starting from scratch. So yes, that means trading Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons. So yeah, be sure to stick around until the end to see what happens. But let's jump into things right here. So I think I'm going to start off by just simming a little bit. Normally trades don't happen the first day of the season, so I'm going to go ahead, just sim a couple weeks, and then we can get into some trades. Even if we start off the season really well, I don't think that's going to change in my mind. I still think I'm going to blow up this team, like they probably will at some point in real life. It's just a matter of when. So, as dropped a few games right there. They're not a great start to the season. But the first player we're going to trade is Kyrie. We're going to trade him to the Rockets for their unprotected first-round pick. Durant now. So I'm trying the Pelicans trade. So the BI package with Larry Nance and then the Lakers swap first-round pick. So I'm going to see, and they agree. So we trade Durant to the Pelicans, like I said, for BI, Larry Nance, and then that Lakers swap first-round pick this year. Now we kind of have Ingram to build around. Going into next year, I don't think, I have no idea what the team's going to be like, is what I should say. Other than Brandon Ingram, I'm pretty confident we're going to keep Ingram going into next year and, as that guy to build around. Right now we're acquiring Orlando's unprotected first-round pick, and we're trading the swap that we just got. So, because I do think, which means, by the way, that we now have Houston and Orlando's unprotected first-round pick this year, which I believe both are projected to be top 3 picks or so. And as you can see, we do have other future firsts here as well. And actually, now that I see it, we never traded that swap. It was a different pick that we traded. We're keeping that Lakers swap, which I guess is good. But so we actually don't own our first round pick this year, which means we're going to be tanking, and we don't even own our picks. So that kind of sucks. A team out there is happy about that, obviously, but yeah, we unfortunately do not own our first round pick this year, but we still should have 2 to 3 high first round picks that we can either use all of them or package some together for ideally a Wembanyama, a Scoot, someone like that, and we can use that player we drafted, like the Wembanyama or Scoot, to pair with Brandon Ingram, and then we also should have a max slot open this summer. So I know the free agents aren't great this summer, but we will have cap room to spend, and I think it will make, once we get there, it'll make sense to use that, just because we'll have that core of Ingram and then that top draft pick or 2 that we get, and then we pair them with a max guy, and we're chilling. So as you can see here, the Rockets are actually in 10th, so they're not terrible. And I think Orlando was the other one. Orlando is last in the East, so that's good. But the Rockets are a little better than expectations, so I don't like to see that. I really do not like to see that. But also, it kind of makes sense, though, because I gave the Rockets Kyrie, and he's definitely going to help them win some games. So that's the unfortunate part about that. Maybe they probably aren't a playoff team still, but they're not going to be like a bottom 3 team in the entire league just because Kyrie's there to help them. So moving on, we're trying this Ben Simmons trade. So we do acquire him for, it was Jeremy Grant, I believe. So we're just flying through a lot of these trades because I wanted to show you guys what I was doing, because I was just flipping a lot of players, getting different assets, and as you see here, we're acquiring another first round pick. So just loading up on first round picks, loading up on younger, better players, just assets in general, and doing that while we continue to tank here. 18 and 43. Team chemistry somehow is 100% still. They're loving the season they're having, apparently. So let's continue on in the simulation. We're nearing the end of the year. We're late March here, going into April. So first, I want to check though the standings and see where our picks might be at. So Orlando and the Rockets were our two unprotected first for this year, and as we're seeing, we're last in the East. The Rockets, like I said, they're the 7 seed. So they're a fringe playoff team. We don't like to see that. We really wanted them, and like I said, we gave them Kyrie, so they should be winning more. But yeah, that's tough. So, and we're winning now, actually, which is actually good because that means Orlando might finish last in the East instead of us, which we'll take. We're just going to simulate through everything because obviously we didn't make the playoffs. Luka Doncic and the Mavs. Luka Doncic and the Mavs win the title there, 43-11-9 for Luka in the finals. No big deal. So. Huge offseason here. Huge offseason. We got the draft lottery, the draft, and free agency coming up. Starting with the draft lottery, we are projected 4th and 12th. Okay. Let's see what we get here. And 4th and 12th. Great. Not very lucky. 4th, 12th, and 16th are picks. But what I think I'm going to do is package some of my picks to try to move up to number 1, which I feel like we should be able to do. And yeah, try to get Victor Wembanyama. Let's go to trade here. See who has the number 1 pick. I think it was the Jazz, I want to say. Yeah, Jazz here. Number 1 pick. And we could only trade 2 players. Brandon Ingram and Claxton. That's it. Everyone else has expired. So we'll go Claxton. And then, yeah, nobody else is going to be able to. All right. Claxton. And then we'll go with our picks. We're going to have to move our 4th overall pick, right? And then they're not going to take that. So we are going to have to throw in at least pick 12 too. Let's see. Nope. I could go with that second round pick, but I'm going to go with the 16th, and it gets it done. We are also, so we can get Wembanyama with that pick. We're also going for the 3rd overall pick, and we may be overpaid, but the top 3 in this class are very good, so I don't feel bad about it. So yeah, we can take Wemby here, which is nice. 84 overall already at 19 years old. So Wembanyama is ours. And we still have that 3rd pick. Who could we get? Scoot? He is still there. Scoot Henderson is ours with the 3rd pick. So we got Scoot and Wemby. I can't believe Scoot dropped, but I'll take it. As you see, 81 overall, also 19 years old. Boom. So as I said, we basically gave up our entire future first-round picks and everything, all of our future picks for these guys, but I think it's definitely going to be worth it. Wembanyama, 84 overall, 19 years old. Scoot, 19 years old as well, 81 overall. Very, very good. And I think, they'll fit right in next to B.I. This is the squad heading into free agency. B.I., Wembanyama, Scoot, and then we have 3 mid-70s young guys. So we have a lot of work to do still. Like I said, we will have a max or near max spot. I don't love the free agents. We do have the top couple there that are enticing, but I don't know if with Bi and Scoot and then Wembanyama as well. I don't really know if we need one of those guys. So I was looking more like someone like Van Vliet. I think he would be a good fit, good two-way guy who can shoot. And yeah, we have a ton of cap room there. So, about 21 mil for Fred Van Vliet there. Offered it to him, and probably do the same here. I see Grant. Jeremy Grant is there still. I think he would also be a good fit. So we're going to go ahead and offer him about 15 mil. And I think we would technically have cap space for one more, mid, like this guy, someone Dylan Brooks, someone with like around 14, 15 mil, we'd be able to do. So we go ahead and offer Brooks one as well. As you see here, Van Vliet, Grant, and Brooks, actually all three of them agree to our deal. So we, assuming we have space, are going to be able to sign all three of those guys, which is amazing. I like that. I think they're all good fits next to our, three core guys that we have already. And let's see, we're just going through this period, and yeah, I think we got him. I believe, yep, we got him. So Bi, Wembanyama, Van Vliet, Grant, Henderson, and Brooks. That's a good core. I like that core a lot. And then we still have the three, younger guys there, who can, they're not bad end of the bench guys. So we got our core. We just kind of have to fill in, any open spots. Like, we actually have room for like one more 10 million a year guy. So we offered Josh Richardson that, another good 3-and-D guy, which I think is, you can always use those guys. So here are the player progressions. Not much has changed. Our young guy Sharp has gone up 3. Otherwise, not much has changed from last year, other than adding in the new guys we got. So yeah, here's the roster once again. I really, really like it. Yeah, Grant as well. I missed Grant when I went through it last time. But yeah, here is the core. And yeah, I also wanted to make a trade. I figured we have a couple of those young guys, right? So we have a couple of those young guys. And we actually do have, because we went into a new year, which means we get that new first-round pick coming in. So we use that first-round pick, and then one of our young guys, and then also Josh Richardson, who we just got. And we're going to be able to get it done, though. Not Ingram. No, I don't want Brandon Ingram in that deal. We're throwing in all of our picks, and we get the deal done for Gary Trent Jr. So like I said, a young guy, Josh Richardson, first-round pick, couple seconds for Gary Trent Jr. So, yeah, I think just another sniper out there with our core guys is what's needed. And he's a good, excellent six-man. Him and Brooks off the bench is amazing. I like that. And yeah, there's starting lineup, which I also really like there. Our 8-9 guys aren't amazing, but I do like our top 7 for sure. So jumping back into the simulation now, let's see how we do with all these moves that we've made. Might take a little bit of time. Yeah, our chemistry is only at a 59%, but I feel like at some point things will start to click, maybe around the midpoint or second half of the season, something like that. And yeah, we can make a playoff run and see how we can do. And I'll give you guys an update on the standings and how our players are doing and all their stats and everything. But let's keep simming along here for a little bit longer, and let's see how we can do here in this stretch of games. Looks pretty tough here. We're dropping, man. 4 in a row. 4 losses in a row. We're 13-19. So not looking good at all. We might have to make a move, or we kind of just play this year out and we're super young. So, just give them the experience and hopefully come back next year stronger, and maybe within, make another move or two and just improve the roster a bit. So we're now entering January, and we are 16-20. The chemistry has gone up significantly, but 16-20 is not ideal. But I do think, like I said, I think we would be, if we won this year, it would be the second half of the season. We would turn things on and make a run. But 5 games below 500, we'll see. As you see, I'm skipping to the end, and I might just let things play out and go into next year with, still with this core. And oh my God, we dropped, 5 in a row there, 6 in a row, whatever it is. But oh my goodness, yeah, yep, probably. But I don't think we're gonna freak out and make a big trade to blow things up, because that's what we did last year, and we're young. That's the thing. We have a super young team, so I wasn't expecting a finals run this year, but next year I want to make the year where we make that kind of run. And yeah, I think we're just going to stand pat at the trade deadline and try to bring back the same team, maybe add one more piece, otherwise kind of just bring back the same team and let everyone progress. Wembanyama, Scoot should all make a big jump in their progression. BI even should take another step, and we'll just let things play out and see how we do. 31-45, so yeah, not great, but we're winning actually a little bit right now. 5-game win streak to end the year. Not bad. Ja MVP, but I think I'm just going to skip through all the awards and everything just because it was once again not a tanking year, but we'll see about the rookie teams though. We should have a couple guys obviously on that. Wembanyama, all defensive first team, okay, and then Victor and Scoot, all rookie first team. So Wembanyama on first all in defensive team is amazing. I mean, for a rookie, as you see, we simmed the playoffs and the Cavs win the title. Interesting. So now jumping into the moves we're gonna make in the offseason. Gary Trent is a free agent, so we're gonna have to bring him back on a deal here. And yeah, like I said, I kind of want to bring back everyone and just make a push once all of our guys progress. Melton here is another option. We do have a little bit of money, so I think I'm going to throw, I don't know, he might not even accept this, but I'm going to throw a little bit at Melton, and then Claxton, why not as well. As you see, actually, all three of them agree, but I don't think we're going to have room for one of them. So I think I'm going to cut Claxton out, and I think we should be able to sign Melton and then re-sign Trent. So if so, that would be massive for us. Let's see. Yep, we signed both. So Ingram, Wembanyama, Van Vliet, Grant, Henderson, Brooks, Trent, Gary Trent Jr., Melton, and then our few young guys. So this roster's coming together. I like it. Player progression: Wembanyama up 5 to an 89, Henderson up 4 to an 85. Even Gary Trent went up a little bit. BI, I'm surprised, didn't at all. But nonetheless, we should be much better this year. But 1-3, 1-4, 1-5 to start the year. We don't like to see that. This is the type of year that if we start to struggle, we might have to make a move because we now have expectations. Last year, all those guys were rookies, our top guys. This year, we have expectations. We need to be doing better. It's really as simple as that. And we win a little 3-game win streak. I like it. So 9-10. Okay, 5-game win streak. And the Magic somehow snap it. 11-11. So we are 500. Okay, still 500. There we go. So I don't really know what to make of our team at this point, to be honest. We're around 500, and I think we should be a lot better, in my opinion. So, like I said, we probably will have to make a move here at some point just because we're still sticking around that 500 mark. But now let's jump into the standings here. I want to show you guys where we're at. We are the 6th seed currently, 17-15. So not terrible, I guess. We would still be in the play-in, so I want to improve on that. But looking at the stats, Wembanyama is averaging 27 and 13, basically 3 blocks a game, 51% from the field, 45% from 3. The dude is going off. Scoot, 18 and 10, very good. BI, I mean, he's not the clear number 1 option anymore, so his numbers are down a little bit, but still, I would want those numbers a little better. His shooting splits are amazing still, though, so at least he's not, shooting it below like 37% from 3. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and actually trade Melton here because you see Jaden McDaniels. I think a defensive-minded wing is kind of what we need with this team. Melton we don't really need when we have Scoot, Van Vliet, and Gary Trent. I just think we don't need a 4th smaller guard. Not that some of those guys are small necessarily, but like scoring, shooting guard, we don't really need that. So we're going to go ahead with the defensive-minded player in Jaden McDaniels, and we can see if he provides a little bit of a spark, which, I said we kind of needed it when we've been, 500 for pretty much the whole year, except January, we've been heating up. We're heating up, so we're now 25 and 19. You like to see that. Good month of January, so we really turned things around once we made that Jaden McDaniels trade. You love to see that. Wow, going into the All-Star break, very strong right there. And here's our updated rotation. So Scoot, Van Vliet, B.I., Grant, and Wembanyama, the starting five. Brooks, Trent, as that 6th and 7th man is huge. And then obviously we have McDaniels, who's actually now an 80 overall as the 8th man. So I just love our rotation now. And I think everything fits together well, makes sense a lot more than even when we had Melton. It just felt repetitive when we had Melton on the team. So I think McDaniels, as that defensive-minded player, like I said earlier, is, even though Melton we might think of as the better player, I just think McDaniels is the better fit and makes a lot more sense. So 42-26, we have absolutely turned around our season here. And yeah, we're going to be a 50-plus win team here probably heading into the playoffs. Let's see, 49-29. Yeah, we're going to be above 50 wins going into the playoffs. So I think it was 51, LaMelo MVP, Wembanyama Defensive Player of the Year. Look at those stats as well. He had an amazing year. I mean, can't ask for much more than that from a second-year player. And let's see, he should have made, All-NBA second team is Victor Wembanyama. All-Defensive first team. And then Scoot actually made All-Defensive second team. So that one surprised me. I skipped over that pretty quickly. You guys can rewind and go see that. But yeah, Scoot made All-NBA or All-Defensive second team, which is cool. So we are a 3 seed and going against the Detroit Pistons in the first round here. Let's get right into it. Let's go. 1-0. Okay, they tied up. Game 3. We take. Game 4. They take. So we're getting tested in the first round against, Cade's a 92 and just a solid team all around, or that starting lineup at least. So I think our offensive point of emphasis here probably just makes sense to kind of go a neutral offense. We have so many options that I just think neutral offense, and then we'll just go neutral defense as well. Makes the most sense. Come on, there we go. We're on to the next round. And we're getting tested. We're definitely getting tested again against the Celtics. My goodness. Yeah. This is not going to be fun. So, I mean, I don't know if we get out of the series, to be honest. Drop game 1. Game 2. Oh, my goodness. We lose. So, I think that means go back to the drawing board here. Yeah, Tatum and Brown just killed us that game, man. Wow. So defensive focus, I'm going to go at limit perimeter shots. They just have so many good shooters on this team. Let's see if it pays off. We win. Okay, it did work apparently. Oh, we drop it. Come on. Oh, okay, take it to 7. Whew, this is intense. A little too intense for a second round game. I don't like it. We're going to cut some minutes here and give, our top guys, Victor and B.I. and Scoot, up their minutes to play over 40. We got to put everything on the line here. Let's try to win this game 7 here. Come on. Giving Victor 44, giving Scoot 44 as well. Come on, let's go. All right, so we take game 7. We come back down 2-0. Cavs are loaded. They have 3 90-plus overall players. Garland, Mitchell, and Mobley. This might be it, though, guys. This is going to be it. This is going to be it. No! We drop game 5. That Cavs team is just too loaded for us. We just ran. Wow. The Cavs, that means the Cavs swept the last 2 finals. I mean, we just ran into a juggernaut. I mean, the Cavs were just too lethal. Honestly, I think we were the second best team, and without the Cavs, or, a slightly worse version of the Cavs, and I think we win the title this year, to be honest. I could have simmed another year or 2, but I did leave it at this so it wouldn't run too long, but I can come back and sim more if you guys want. If we get at least a few likes on this video, I can come back and do a part 2 and sim more. But otherwise, guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Peace out.